gratitude, thankfulness, love, awareness, consciousness. Uh, Look at the sky, it's so open. I finally found the destination I was in search for. I feel like I manifested this spot. Found it yesterday after a very tiring, exhausting journey. I'm on Koh Tao, and it's my second. I just spent my second night here. There's two sides to Koh Tao, the east and the west. The west side is all commercialism. It's the highway, it's all the stores and the shops and the food and everything. You get onto this side, the east side, we're talking about just jungle and cabins. Cabins that happen to be half the price, and the view is, is the ocean view. Uh, I don't need to say more. I didn't have any neighbors yelling, smoking pot, drinking outside my room last night. The night before, I woke up the next day and I was like, wow, where is paradise? I can't find paradise. And you can't ask anybody because everybody has a different opinion of paradise. So you just really gotta. I mean, there are people that'll help you if you reach out more, but the situation I'm in is that I don't ever go to restaurants or bars or. I mean, I only got to the beach yesterday, and later in a video I'll show you what a beach looks like in Thailand. But at this point, let me just tell you that yesterday I was at the beach and I ran into someone at the beach who I had told, uh, who I had suggested could go to that beach because it was beautiful. And as an hour later, I went down there to do some writing and go crash in the waves. And she was there, and I sat down beside her and we chatted for some time. And I once again ran into a situation of growth, where you talk to somebody who has no concept of what our body needs to thrive. And I told her about fruit as a diet, as a clean diet, and why and how I educate people on healing themselves. Uh, I told her that, you know, the general medical community generally just does a paint job over the rust with um, antibiotics. You know, the pill fix. You eat the pill, you get better, but the problem's not taken care of, it's just suppressed. That's what I'm talking about. So I told her about this, and she has a thick Polish accent. She, oh no, because I eat cooked food and I'm never sick. And also, she says, you don't get your protein. And I didn't want to get into a debate because I could tell she was really, really stuck in her opinions, and anybody else's opinions she would fight. What do they call it? Tooth, nail, and bone. I think that's the saying. So she says she never gets sick. She eats cooked food. She eats bacteria like at restaurants and stuff like that. But guess what? Not even like a minute later, she says she's telling me a story of how she caught a nasty cold when she got here. Like a nasty, nasty head cold, like coughing up phlegm and all this stuff. This is somebody that never gets sick, mind you. So that's the humor in this, is she never gets sick. And what does she say? She tells me, and you go to the counter at, and this is a horrible accent, I know, but you go to the counter, this, I sound Jamaican here, I should just stop altogether. You go to the counter, and they sell antibiotics over the counter here, no prescription. She's taking antibiotics Fuck. After I just told her, she was that stubborn. Not only that, but she was making sure to replace her bacteria with a big thing of yogurt. So she eats her antibiotics, and then what do you know? She pulls out a yogurt and she goes to town. She's on the yogurt diet. God. After she ate the yogurt, I'll tell you, she was all flemming up in here. She had to stop talking and doing all these weird. It was like there was aliens inside her. Every time she started talking, do you remember what it was like to have phlegm? It's always like uncomfortable up in here, and you do weird things while you talk, like you take breaks. It's like this. I'll try and do an impression. So I went to the beach yesterday, and it's so sad. It's sad that she's not ready for that reality. She can't accept someone else's opinion. That is not. I shouldn't be talking about it really, but I found it interesting. Wanted to share that. Some realism. Yeah. Oh, so Koh fruit very expensive because it's an island. On these islands, all their fruit is imported except for the coconuts. Coconuts, they're hit or miss. If you find a coconut that's floating in ice water and you want to drink it, go at your own risk, but it usually tastes bunk because it's being diluted somehow. I don't know why. Because every other coconut I've had that was refrigerated is delicious. Uh, mangosteen are spot on. Mangoes, they're juicier than I've ever had. Less stringy, not sweeter, but definitely juicier. They're a bit off season at this point in Thailand. What else? Watermelons. They're on target. I got three of those, three watermelons, two pineapples. Pineapples are ripe. Although I ate two yesterday and I did have a burn, so they're not full ripeness. So three watermelon, two pineapple, probably 20 mangosteen, 8 mangoes for $17. You can do a lot cheaper than that if you go to places like Chiang Mai, Chanthebury. I'm headed to Koh Phangan, which is a island off the coast out there, and so I'm headed there on the 13th to the 22nd. I'll be doing a silent retreat. I might even go for 6 days longer because you can do 3 days before and 3 days after the retreat. But you have to bring your own food, which is fine with me. Uh, After that, I may hang around here a bit longer, but I'm really excited to get up to Chanthebury, where I can, indulge in cheap fruit, lots of back rubs, things like that. I don't know, like, paradise is nice, but I don't need to have a view like this, do I? For $6 a night, 200 baht a night, you can have this room that comes with nice fridge, my own balcony, as you can see, and this view. And this view is quite common on this side of the island, but to get a place for 200, you're not going to do much better than that. So after 10 days here, it'll be the 31st, New Year's, so I'm going to find another room uh, somewhere else on this side of the island. Maybe a little more expensive so I can get some internet at my place because I'm saving now so I can indulge later. I'm really enjoying all the interactions with the animals. That's what's cool. This guy here, he has a monkey. And the monkey, very wise. All the facial expressions it uses. Like, I'll look at it and it'll go, hmm. Or, hmm. Hmm. They're all about the eyebrow expression. Uh, I don't want to talk over 10 minutes on this video. Just keep it nice, even 10 minutes. This is day 3 commencing of Nothing But Fruit. And I'm planning on going straight through to Florida in April on Nothing But Fruit, finishing up the April course, all fruit, doing next summer in Toronto, all fruit, and then wrapping up next year by heading to the tropics somewhere else to do all fruit. And I really recommend you coming with me and eating some fruit as well. Talk to you later. Alright? Right. Peace out.